Setbacks. We've all experienced them. Whether it's a failure at work, a relationship falling apart, or a personal goal that seems out of reach, adversity has a way of finding us. But what if we could transform those setbacks into something greater? What if adversity could become our greatest advantage? The ancient Stoics believed that it could. In fact, they saw adversity not as a stumbling block, but as the path to growth, strength, and wisdom. In this video, we'll explore how Stoic philosophy teaches us to turn every setback into an opportunity for transformation. Let's begin with one of the most famous Stoic ideas, a concept captured perfectly by Marcus Aurelius in his Meditations. He wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In this simple yet profound statement lies the heart of Stoicism's approach to adversity, instead of seeing setbacks as obstacles that block our progress. The Stoics teach us to view them as the very things that fuel our growth. In other words, the challenges we face are not barriers, they are the way forward. But how do we adopt this mindset when life knocks us down? How do we turn adversity into advantage? The first lesson the Stoics offer is the importance of accepting reality. Epictetus, a former slave who rose to become one of the most influential Stoic teachers, famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Setbacks are often painful because we resist them. We wish things were different, that events hadn't unfolded as they did. But the Stoics remind us that we have no control over external events. What we can control is our response. Instead of fighting reality, we need to accept it. This doesn't mean giving up. It means acknowledging what is, so that we can focus on what we can change: our mindset, our actions, and our future choices. So, the next time you face adversity, ask yourself, what is within my control? By narrowing your focus to what you can influence, you release the mental burden of trying to change what's beyond your reach. This shift not only brings clarity, but also empowers you to take constructive action, no matter how difficult the situation. The Stoics believe that within every setback lies the seed of opportunity, and that opportunity is found by focusing on what we can control. Another key Stoic lesson for overcoming setbacks is the practice of amor fati, or the love of fate. Nietzsche, who was heavily influenced by Stoicism, popularized this term, but it originates with the Stoics themselves. Amor fati means embracing everything that happens to you, both good and bad, as part of your path. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Accept the things to which fate binds you and love the people with whom fate brings you together. But do so with all your heart." This is not about passive acceptance, it's about seeing every event, even adversity, as something that contributes to your personal development. When you embrace amor fati, setbacks no longer feel like unfair punishments or random misfortunes. Instead, they become necessary parts of your journey. Experiences that shape you into the person you're meant to become. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this setback? What strength, wisdom, or skill can this challenge teach me? By reframing adversity in this way, you not only endure it, you thrive because of it. One of the most powerful Stoic practices for turning adversity into advantage is the idea of resilience through reflection. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, frequently wrote letters to his friend Lucilius, offering advice on how to handle life's difficulties. In one of his letters he wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." The Stoics believed that adversity is like a workout for the soul. Just as muscles grow stronger through resistance, our character becomes stronger through challenges. But resilience doesn't come from simply going through hard times. It comes from reflecting on those experiences and learning from them. Seneca advised practicing preparatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. This means mentally preparing yourself for potential setbacks before they occur. By imagining the worst-case scenarios in advance, you build mental resilience, so when adversity strikes, you're not caught off guard. You've already considered how you'll respond. This practice helps you stay calm and focused in the face of adversity, turning potential panic into a moment of clarity. When setbacks do happen, take time to reflect. Ask yourself, how did I handle this challenge? What could I have done better? What strengths did this situation reveal in me? By reflecting on these questions, you transform every setback into a learning experience. equipping yourself with the wisdom and resilience to handle future challenges even better. Another Stoic technique for overcoming setbacks is detachment. The Stoics believed that much of our suffering comes from our attachment to outcomes. We want things to go a certain way, and when they don't, we feel crushed. But the Stoics remind us that outcomes are often beyond our control. What we can control is our effort, our intentions, and our attitude. Epictetus taught, "Seek not that the things which happen should happen as you wish, but wish the things which happen to be as they are, and you will have a tranquil flow of life." By practicing detachment, you free yourself from the emotional turmoil that comes from clinging to specific outcomes. Instead, you focus on doing your best while accepting whatever results come your way. This doesn't mean you stop caring, it means you stop suffering unnecessarily over things you can't control. When you detach from the need for a specific outcome, setbacks no longer feel like the end of the world. They become simply part of the process, a momentary pause before you continue moving forward. The Stoics also teach us the importance of perseverance. Marcus Aurelius, who faced immense challenges as the Emperor of Rome, often reflected on the value of persistence. He wrote, "Do not be discouraged by circumstance, for you can endure anything if you remain resolute and keep moving forward." Setbacks test our resolve, but they also reveal our capacity for perseverance. The Stoics saw life as a series of challenges meant to strengthen our inner fortitude. When we face adversity with determination, we prove to ourselves that we are capable of more than we thought. In moments of setback, remind yourself, "This is temporary. I can endure this." By focusing on the next small step, rather than the entirety of the problem, you can keep moving forward even in the face of adversity. This incremental progress builds momentum, helping you transform setbacks into stepping stones towards success. But perhaps the greatest Stoic lesson for overcoming setbacks is the idea that adversity can shape our character. For the Stoics, setbacks weren't just obstacles to overcome, they were opportunities to practice virtue. Courage, wisdom, justice, and self-discipline were the core virtues that the Stoics believed we should embody in every situation. Marcus Aurelius asked himself daily, "What virtue can I practice today?" In moments of adversity, this question becomes even more powerful. When you face a setback, ask yourself, what virtue is this situation calling me to practice? Does it require courage to move forward, patience to endure, wisdom to make a difficult decision? By focusing on how adversity can help you practice virtue, you shift your mindset from one of frustration to one of purpose. Every setback becomes a chance to refine your character, to grow stronger in the face of challenges. Ultimately, the Stoics teach us that adversity is not something to be feared, it is something to be embraced. It is through setbacks that we discover our true strength, our resilience, and our capacity for growth. By accepting reality, embracing amor fati, reflecting on our experiences, practicing detachment, persevering through difficulties, and cultivating virtue, we turn adversity into advantage. Life will always present challenges, but it is how we respond to those challenges that defines us. So, when life knocks you down, remember the Stoic lesson. Adversity is not the end of the road, it is the beginning of a new path, one that leads to growth, wisdom, and inner strength. Are you ready to turn your setbacks into stepping stones for success?